Welcome to the NBA Prop Report for Thursday, June 24th here at FTN Bets on the FTN Network. Only one game going off tonight, which is the way it's going to be going forward at this point. We have the Phoenix Suns taking on the LA Clippers. Two bets that I'm looking at on the Phoenix Suns side of the equation here. First off, we have to talk about the fact that Chris Paul is coming back tonight from COVID. He is expected to play in Game 3. Kawhi Leonard is not expected to play in Game 3, so just keep that in mind when you're looking at these two numbers. The first one I want to talk about is DeAndre Ayton points. This is one that we played last game, and he went over the 15.5 points. I think sometime in the third quarter is when he wound up doing it. We're getting a minus 110 payout on FanDuel today, which is the best payout that I see in the market. Some sites already have this up to minus 120, minus 125 or higher. So to get this at minus 110, I think is a really good value. Remember, the way that the Clippers have been playing lately is they've been playing what they call their small ball lineup, where they have a whole bunch of guys that are, 6'6" to 6'8", that can guard multiple positions on the floor. And while that is true that they can switch a lot and guard multiple positions, it also does put them in a mismatch against DeAndre Ayton with whoever winds up getting them. A lot of the times it's been Nick Batum, but the way they've been switching around, all of these guys could end up on him at one point or another. Phoenix has been looking inside to Ayton here, and with Chris Paul back as their point guard, I think it's only going to make it easier for DeAndre Ayton to get those buckets because Chris Paul is more of a point pass first kind of guy, as opposed to Cameron Payne, who's kind of looking to get his own points there. So 15.5, still the number here for Ayton. I thought it would have gone up after last game. He finished with over 20. So again, to get this at minus 110, I think is a really good bet. The other one that I'm putting a little bit on here is Chris Paul double-double, and it really just comes down to the numbers. Chris Paul at over 8.5 assists is paying like minus 135, minus 140 on a lot of these different sites, which gives him like a 57% chance of going over that 9 assist number that we're going to need is the implied probability there. So really you only need one more assist over that. But when you look at the double-double payout, it drops all the way down to 34%, which I think is way too big of a drop. If Chris Paul plays his normal minutes, he's going to be flirting with a double-double. I'm not worried about him getting to the 10 points. He's going to do that no matter what. A couple mid-range jumpers, a couple free throws, maybe knock down to 3 or 2. He'll be able to get to that. So really, it's only about the assist. And for one more assist to see that number drop from 57% to 34%, I just felt like it was too big of a drop. What that means is that that plus 190 number is probably a little bit too high there if you believe that that 8.5 assist number at minus 130 to minus 140 is the true range like I do. So in that case, we're just going to put a quarter of a unit on here. Remember, a quarter of a unit is still going to be a decent payout for us on this if it does wind up hitting. So it's not a bad thing overall. If a quarter of a unit for you, for me, it's usually about $50. If I put $50 on this, I'm going to get $100 on the win if he comes out there, 95, somewhere around there roughly. So I think that's definitely worth a little bit of a play here. So there you go. Like I said, we only have one game tonight. We have two edges that we're looking at that I think are exploitable. One is DeAndre Ayton points, did that for a full unit. The other one, Chris Paul double-double, just a little sprinkle on that to have a little bit of action as well. And that wraps it up for the NBA Prop Report here at FTN Bets on the FTN Network. Good luck tonight, everybody.